Hi you guys, happy Sunday. Is it Sunday? It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. We are at the entrance of Toy Story Land and we are having lunch at Roundup BBQ, which is just right over there. Here's Woody right here. He still has his Christmas scarf, which is really nice. I love Toy Story Land. It's just a fun place to be. But the Roundup BBQ is right over here. And then they even have horsies right here for kids as they gallop into the restaurant. Isn't it so much fun? Super cute. Yeah, this is what the menu looks like, and it's all you can eat restaurant. And you get all of these things, and they have all your choices, and they also have plant-based options if you like that. We really do like the salmon, so you have to request that one if you like it. They've got some sides right there, and then you also have dessert down here. If you flip the menu, we've got our drinks. The fountain sodas are included, but they also do have like non-alcoholic drinks. They have alcoholic drinks. I don't quite remember off the top of my head which one I've tried so far, but I'm pretty sleepy today. I don't think I'll get some alcohol. And they also have your beer and hard cider and wine. This is what the appetizers look like. They have this cheddar biscuits. This one is a red pepper jelly, which we really enjoy. They have a watermelon salad and a tomato salad over there. Yum, yum, yum. But really like the biscuits here. Let's try some of these watermelon. Yeah. I don't think there's anything special about the watermelon. It's just watermelon, but it's good. The cucumber salad has a vinaigrette of some sort on it. And it has cucumbers, tomatoes, and pickled onions. I think that might be better once the meat is here. I'm Filipino, so we don't really do like appetizers, main course type of thing. Like I just eat everything all together. So I think that salad would be better with the meat with it already. Alright, I'm cutting into the biscuit. I'm half asleep. I'm so tired today. There it is. Yum!
Drop your lassos and assume your positions. In 3, 2, 1.
Well, partners, this here train's reached its final destination. Molly, you're gonna bust up the playset. Come on there, little lady.
Well done, cowpokes.
Yay, we did it! Woo, 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 woo. So because we are in Andy's backyard, every now and then Andy will walk by, and if you guys have seen the movie, you know that the toys have to be toys when Andy is around. So that's what we do. We would pause, act like toys until Andy goes on his way, and then we resume eating. Alright, the rest of our food is here. We've got mac and cheese, we've got coleslaw right here. We special ordered the salmon. They are individually cooked, I guess, or sized, so we only got one order. But we got baked beans, we got the meats here, which is, I think, brisket chicken and ribs. And then on his side, he's got potato barrels and corn. Yum, yum, yum! And I forgot to mention how cute these plates are. They're supposed to be like paper plates because it's a picnic, but they're like plastic, so that's pretty cool. So let's load up our plates. I'm going to get some of this brisket here.
I guess this is
brisket. Probably will have a chicken. Tiny chicken, like I can't have the ribs or the sausage, even though I love sausage. So, but there is sausage in there. I'm gonna get some mac and cheese. I like this one because it has the Cheez-Its on top. I think I may or may not have the coleslaw because I'm gonna eat it with the salad. I'm gonna get a corn. I'll do potato barrels later. They do have 3 types of barbecue sauce. They've got spicy, they've got sweet, and they have classic. And so he's using classic. I'm gonna use spicy because I love spicy. Alright, drizzling the spicy sauce. Yum! Now it's time for our cute little desserts. Look how tiny! I've got the lemon blueberry cheesecake, and you've got the peach strawberry pie. I forgot my stand again, so I'm doing this with one hand. Yum. This one's tart. I was gonna go with the chocolate, but I wanted to mix it up today. So I got lemon blueberry.
And strawberries.
Yum!
Very refreshing. Strawberry and peach pieces in there. The compote is very sweet and fruity. Thank you.
Thank you!
The crumble is nice and cinnamony. And the whipped cream is pretty light. Adds a little creaminess to it. Yeah, great dessert.
He is so much better at describing food than I do. All I do is yum! Alright, I'm just gonna walk you guys around the restaurant so you guys can see all the decorations because they're super cool. This is the room that we're at. This is the Bo Peep one. But they have all of these cool stuff. This is a puzzle. In here. And I just really like all the theming for Toy Story Land. Let's take a look at Bo Peep with her sheep. That's super cute. And then we've got Woody and Zurg. Cardboard cutouts, I think, right here. And then over here is Trixie's area. We even have like comic books up on the top. Got a milk carton, beavers, popcorn. Oh, Jesse's over here. And then we're gonna finish back up. So we're heading up to the front here. Alright, we are all done with lunch, so we're gonna go see Muppet Vision. It's going away soon, so we might as well watch it. We really like that land, but we are also excited for the new changes that they're gonna make. One of the hard things about Hollywood studios, especially this land, as beautiful as it is, there's not a lot of cover, so it's very bright out right now. But in this land, you are like the size of Andy's toys, so everything is nice and big. You can even see his footsteps down here below. They have Midway Mania just like we do, so we rarely ride that one unless there's a short line. Their line is great, it's really fun. It's more themed than the ones there. Oh, I just missed Slinky Dog. We will ride Slinky Dog later. We did not get any lightning lanes for this park because really the only one we want to ride is Slinky Dog. They also have Galaxy's Edge here, which is the same exact one as in California, so we don't really need to ride like Rise of the Resistance or Millennium Falcon or any of that. But we definitely want to ride Slinky Dog later. That's gonna be over here.
The new eating area for
Oh.
Woody's lunchbox.
This is Woody's lunchbox. They still have Christmas cookie ham there. But we love eating over here. This is quick service.
Expanded this whole thing out.
Oh, nice.
always everybody fighting over the same 10 tables.
This is Alien Swirling Saucers. It's kind of like Mater over at California Adventure, only with the green aliens. I love their restrooms here. Look how pretty. It's another nice day out today. The sun is out, which makes things warm. So I didn't actually bring a jacket today. There's the other side of Toy Story Land. But we're gonna walk through Galaxy's Edge, which again is gonna be exactly the same as the one back home. It's always so confusing being here though, because it looks exactly like ours. It can be a little disorienting sometimes, and you feel like you are back in California and then you pop out at where the Muppets are. It's pretty silly. This is their Rise of the Resistance, which is just as long as home, but we're not gonna ride that because it's long and we have one at home. Alright, we're at a Galaxy's Edge and we are now going into the Muppet area. Oh look, Donald and Daisy are out. That's nice. They do have a long line though, so we're not gonna stop and say hello. But here it is, the Muppet Courtyard. You have their little gelato cart right here. We've had ice cream there before. And we'll walk around the courtyard after the show so that we can get it on camera one last time.
Hold it. He's not a penguin, you're a chicken. I told you chickens to stay on the other side of the road. Okay, why did this chicken cross the road? Alright, that's funny. Hey, penguins, I got a joke.
Let's go see Kermit's suit up there really quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Excuse me, welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Sam Eagle, and these are some important safety instructions for you.
Sam.
Not now, don't.
Sam, this is urgent. Come here.
What is what?
Yes.
Really? Here?
Right over there.
Well, of course, certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an unexpected surprise. I have the great honor of introducing the one, the only, Mr. Mickey Mouse.
Hello, hi there. Welcome to my park. How do you do? Hello.
Whoa.
What?
You are not Mickey Mouse, you are a rat.
Rat smack. Besides, they're tourists. What do they know?
You get out of here.
Okay, but do I still get my $10?
Get out.
We got the Donald Duck back here.
Will you get out?
Yes.
I apologize. Now, where was I? Yes, safety instructions.
3D movie. Put on your glasses, Stanley. Yeah. Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady.
Gonzo? Oh. Sorry, boss.
Hi-ho, Kermit Frog here, and welcome to Muppet Vision 3D. Now, let me show you around our research center. I'm shining right above you. Soft breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. 3 minutes to 3 of me.
Always such a fun and great show, but let's walk around here a little bit as we exit the area. This is the old Muppet store. And here's Mama Melrose. We've never eaten in here. Have we eaten in? No, right?
We have.
We have?
One of our first trips.
Just kidding. We've eaten here. I don't remember. Best pizza on the planet. This way it says. There it is. Classic pizza Rizzo. Oh, there's Santa up there still.
Where they store all of the tomatoes for the hecklers.
Heckle, heckle. But I know it's sad for a lot of people that the Muppet Courtyard is going, but again, I'm super excited for the Monsters Inc. area once it comes. But now we have a video of the Muppet Vision, so we can just watch it together if we want to. Alright, we're just walking around. There is the tree. We're gonna go say hi to Gertie over here. Gertie sells ice cream. And she has her Christmas hat on still. There she is in all her glory. Here's a sign that talks about Gertie in case you've never seen Gertie before. 1914. Alright, we're done with Hollywood Studios for the day, or for now. So we're gonna hop onto the Skyliner. It is one of probably our favorite form of transportation around here. Hop on the Skyliner and go over to Boardwalk. The Skyliner goes between just a few of the resorts and a few of the parks. Our home resort here in Florida is the Riviera, which has transportation via Skyliner, so that's pretty cool. Plus it's a beautiful resort, so we like using it. But this one can go between here, Hollywood Studios, to Epcot, to Riviera, and then they have like a station where you can switch to Pop Century and other resorts. But they have fun, cute designs. This one right here, do you want this side? This one right here has a Stitch one. There goes a Winnie the Pooh one. The fun, clever thing about this one is for the disability or people with wheelchairs and stuff. They would board right here, and then they would just add on this bucket into the rotation, as opposed to the bus system. For the bus system, they would have to board and stop everything before letting other people in, so they would have to put the wheelchair in first and all that stuff. Let's see if we'll get a fun one. There's a couple of buckets with designs on them. Maybe we'll get either this Toy Story one or the Goofy one, which, like, you really can't see anything from the inside. It's just cool to be in it and knowing that you're in it. Oh no! I think she might give them the popper. She's giving us this plain one.
But that means you can see out of it then.
I suppose. Thank you. We got a clear one. There we are. Hello. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wahoo! The Epcot ball over there. Shining, shimmering, splendid. I wish they would connect all the parks with sky buckets, but Magic Kingdom is super far. Or maybe they could do one to Animal Kingdom. I don't know. This one is just more convenient because it's more direct. Something from this morning about the bus system that I didn't get to mention yet is sometimes it says one time. We showed up 5 minutes early, and then as we were approaching the bus area, the bus was pulling away already, even though we were there 5 minutes early. And I don't know if they have to stay for that time, or it's just it's just at the discretion of the driver or what. But that's one of the other things that is hard about the bus system is like they're not always there at the exact time. Like they could be early, they could be late. Are we getting off here?
We have to.
Oh, we're getting off here. This is the transfer station that I was talking about earlier at the Caribbean Beach Resort. This is like the sky buckets from the zoo, but better. And there's the other side.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin,
the Riviera
please
right
supervise
there.
children.
That is our
Collect
home
your
resort.
belongings.
I'm sure we'll stay there again sometime. We're just a trip short of seeing the Riviera because last summer we were there, but I hadn't decided to fully start my YouTube channel yet. So that's over on Instagram if you want to go see that. Alright, here's the transfer station. So depending on where you're going, there's different lines you can take. So this one right here says Art of Animation and Pop Century. This one that we just came from is Hollywood Studios, obviously, but we're gonna go over this way to the Riviera and towards Epcot. Do we get a fun one now? Thank you. We do get a fun one. We got the Pirates one this time. Whee! One more time! This is what it looks like from inside a fancy one with the design. You can't really
We
see.
are now sailing over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, home to a collection of tropical villages inspired by the colorful architecture and lifestyle of the Caribbean islands.
There is our beloved Riviera. Just to orient you guys a little bit, we just exited the Skyliner right there. The entrance to Epcot is right there. So we're going this way to go to the cake bake shop. There it is. We are approaching it. I wanted to wear a dress, but my packing is just out of whack this trip. I don't know what I was thinking. That's okay. You don't have to look at me. You guys can just look at the food.
Oh no, the bakery's over there.
Oh, I see. This is the restaurant and that's the bakery. That's alright. I just want treats. How pretty though. The shop is just so beautiful. Just look at all the girly pink vibes here. Lots of beautiful cakes and pastries. So many to choose from for sure. Here's a close-up of some of the goodies, and I know you can't see it, but they're actually covered in glitter. They serve a lot of different drinks also, which I know is not shown here, and they also have merch. And we got our stuff. I got some coffee. My husband got some special lemonade sparkly drink, and well, my camera doesn't want to show you, and a bunch of pastries. So we'll take a look at that later, but it's such a beautiful shop. There's just a lot of choices, so I think if you can think about what you want before you get there, that would be helpful. The line wasn't too long, so we had to decide very quickly what we wanted. But that might be something you might want to do if you're like me and you're indecisive. Hi you guys, Future Precious here, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the treats that we got at Cake Bake Shop. I guess one of the things that I learned from this trip as a new vlogger is to really record everything, because now that we're back home, I have a picture of the treats. I remember what they look like. I somewhat remember what they taste like, but I don't quite remember all the details. So here's a shot of all three of the desserts that we've got. We got a slice of this chocolate cake called Bûche de Noël. It was their winter special. We also got a key lime pie because my husband loves key lime pies, and then we got this French raspberry macaron, which was super yummy. And all of them are very beautiful. The slice of the cake, I know it's kind of hard to see from this video, but it is huge. It's big. Same thing with the key lime slice and the macaron. They were a very good size. So this Bûche de Noël cake that we got, we rated it 3 out of 5, which means that we thought it was good. But Part of it also came down to the price, because this piece of cake, I believe, was $22 or maybe a little bit more because it was limited edition. So for the cake itself is yummy, very moist, very flavorful, but putting that right next to the price that it has, we don't really think that it was worth the price to pay $22 for a beautiful cake like this, especially if you are already on a trip where you're spending a lot of money. Like, it's a good experience to have one time, but probably not every time. The key lime pie, my husband rated it as a 4 out of 5. He actually ate all of it before I could get to some, but I'm not a big fan of key lime, so he is the better judge of that, and he gave it a 4 out of 5, which means that it is a good pie. And then the raspberry macaron that we got, we rated a 3.5 because I rated it a 4 and my husband rated it a 3. So we took the average, which was 3.5. He didn't care too much about the floral flavors that came with the macaron. So if that's you also, and you don't really care for like the essence of rose or any of that floral flavor, you might not like it. But macaron itself, the raspberry, the buttercream, the consistency of the macaron shell were all amazing and yummy to me. That's why I gave it a 4. Never really walked around here too much, but it's a nice area. I like the aesthetic of the buildings, very cute. Ooh, can we look at this store?
Yeah.
It's a general store.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a picture.
To the store. You guys know I gotta look at the store. Oh, it's just like the regular store for snacks and such. That's okay. I still wanna look anyway. Got some candy over here. Got fill your own bag station. Oh, here's the merch right here. Ooh, how cute! These are so cute. I don't usually buy resort specific merchandise unless we're staying there, so if I want these, I gotta stay here first. Oh, I love that cup. Super cute. Cute bag. And then I think these are all just the generic ones from the parks. Oh my goodness, we're just perusing through this resort and it's freaking gorgeous. I think we're gonna have to stay here one time. So pretty. They even have a fireplace over there. Oh, so pretty. Kind of reminds me of like a more chill version of Grand Floridian.
It's a little more old school.
Yeah.
And then they got castle art up on them.
Ooh, oh yeah, those are different. Are they different castles? Yeah, here's one. Here's another one. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, we're gonna have to stay here.
Okay.
Okay. Is it
We can
expensive?
use points. It's a DVC resort.
And that's the fun thing about being a DVC member. Maybe we'll talk about that one time in case you guys are interested, because we are not rich by any means, but we're able to visit and go to these fun resorts and stay here. But if you guys have any questions about that, you let me know. We can do a whole video going over all that stuff if you ever are interested. That's just more lobby. So fun, so pretty. All right, we're gonna go to the bus and go back to our resort. One thing I don't think I mentioned about the buses yet is that if you are resort hopping like we're doing right now, we're just kind of looking at the different places and stuff. For you to go back to the resort you came from, you're gonna have to go to a park and then take another bus to bring you back to the resort. So they don't really do like resort to resort type of situations. So we're gonna go to Animal Kingdom because that's the park that is closest to our resort. There are some resorts that don't have like bus service to particular ones if they are attached to the Skyliner. If the Skyliner goes down, then they can take the bus. But if the Skyliner is running, then they would have to take the Skyliner. we are back in the room for a little bit, for a quick little break. We are planning to have dinner here in the room, so we haven't quite decided what to have for dinner, but we do have some things that we can make here since we do have the full kitchen. So we'll do that. I'm probably going to shower, maybe work on a couple of school things because I said I was gonna do that yesterday and I didn't. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back out to Hollywood Studios a little bit later to watch Fantasmic, maybe ride a ride or so, but just kind of a chill couple hours for the next couple hours. Hello, husband. What you working on?
Just making some spaghetti and meatballs for dinner.
Yum yum. And it's nice to have a full kitchen to be able to do this, save a couple of bucks. Water bucks. I'll show you outside in a second. Water bucks. You know, so that we don't have to eat out every meal. And we have the big fridge, so we can, like, if we have leftovers, we can do that, and that other pasta we'll save for a different time. Yum yum yum. And then we're gonna go eat outside because the animals are all out eating their dinner, so we're gonna do that in just a little bit once he's ready. And we are back for some more Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna turn you guys around as we walk so that you guys can see all the pretty lights, because all of their decorations are up still. I'm hoping that some of the Epcot ones would be up till tomorrow. I think they said the decorations are up till the 6th or the 7th, but here we go. Let's turn you around. There they are, so pretty. I just love all the lights. I just like the holidays in any park, to be honest. We're gonna try to do Slinky Dog and then Fantasmic after that. That's the goal. This is the Starbucks right here, if you need your coffee fix. Again, usually when I'm over here on the East Coast, I do Joffrey's. I did make Joffrey's this morning. It wasn't that good. I did something wrong. This is why I prefer it when other people make my coffee, because I always do it wrong. And then that is the Chinese theater. That's where Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is. But we have one of those, so we don't need to ride that either. Oh, you guys are gonna love Toy Story Land at night. I love Toy Story Land at night, so I'm sure you will too. Alright, here we are, entering Toy Story Land. There goes Slinky Dog. That's what we are trying to ride right now. The wait time says 45 minutes, so that's not too bad. It was worse earlier. Isn't that so pretty? Hi, Rex! There he goes. This is also one of those roller coasters where I was definitely nervous to ride it because it is a roller coaster, but it's considered a family coaster, and I love it, so I would ride it pretty often, as often as I can. Alright, entering the line right now. Here we go. I just wanted to show you guys some of the line here. Oh wait, here comes Slinky Dog. There he goes. But I think technically we're inside the box that holds the Slinky Dog toy. I was talking about all the other famous Slinky Dogs. And then a little bit closer has like instructions and stuff like that. But you can see the lights up there. That's Fantasmic. They have two shows just like at Disneyland. Except here they have a big auditorium that sits a ton of people, so that's very nice. We'll go watch that later. So based off of this instruction sheet, it looks like it was like a race car track or something, and Andy incorporated Slinky Dog into it, so now it's called Slinky Dog Dash. And you can see he kind of drew it with like crayon. That's pretty fun. And then you can see some big cards right here, and Squeaky, which we will see him later. There's a giant glue bottle right here with an army man, and like far away over there are crayons. So I just really like the theming of this ride. It's very fun. Also their safety video, which is super fun because they're using little toys to do it. What a rush. Although our vehicle seemed to be very quiet, so now I am obnoxiously making noise while we're riding the ride, but oh well, it was fun. So to get to the Fantasmic viewing area, we have to go through Sunset Boulevard. It looks like there's a giant crowd of people right there. We're just hoping that means that they haven't let in yet, because it is actually quite a bit of a walk to go to the back where the viewing area is. But you guys can at least see Tower of Terror up there. I will not ride that. I do not like that ride at all. Not at all. Alright, and we're walking and we're walking, and this amphitheater can hold a lot of people. So usually at Disneyland, like, you're just around Rivers of America, and if you get a spot, great. If you don't get a spot, that sucks. But this one holds a lot of people, and I think even if you don't do like right in the front, it's still a good view anyway. But we'll see where we end up. I don't know how much more people are in front of us, and this one is slightly different than the one we have at home. It is closer to the original that we had back at home, but then they revamped ours, and this one stayed pretty much the same. And another good thing about this amphitheater is that we get to sit down. We don't get to sit down at Disneyland, and we're crammed like a bunch of sardines. I mean, we're still crammed like a bunch of sardines over here, but at least we're sitting. So that's nice. Alright, we're entering the amphitheater area, but look! Look at that! They haven't even opened this part of the amphitheater yet. Everybody's filling in right there. And then the show happens right there in that rocky fixture. They also have some snack areas right over here. And right all the way over there, which is cool. It's a little bit difficult to do that at Disneyland too. You're gonna have to get your own snacks before you get in line. Otherwise, people are gonna get very, very upset about that. But that's the only portion filled right now. None of these are filled quite yet. Usually we're towards the top. Yeah. I don't know how crowded the second show is, but this is the second show. We'll see where we end up, but we're definitely a lot more towards the middle than usual. Usually we're like up over there. Alright, we got seated like 2 away from that and like pretty centered. Look how far that is back there. Oh, so cool. Nice. We might wet. Oh well. That's gonna be it for our adventures today here at Hollywood Studios. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments what you like to do here, if I missed something or I really should do something for next time. And please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.